Welcome back to my channel. However, if you're new here, my name is Dawn and it is lovely to have you here. Today's video is going to be split into two sections. The first section is going to be me trying on 4 items from Pretty Little Thing. A friend of mine called Nombuso suggested that I do a Pretty Little Thing haul. I will be posting my Pretty Little Thing haul for next week Sunday. This week I will be trying on 4 lounge items from Pretty Little Thing, which is going to be hopefully 2 sets. I will also be trying on trainers from Adidas that I've purchased to match the 2 items. The trainers I'm in love with and I'm definitely keeping. The lounge pieces, I'm hoping that I love both because I need lounge pieces right now. Or if I don't like both the sets, I'm hoping that I will like at least one. So I'll be wearing that for the sit down when I discuss what happened in regards to my order with Lavish Alice, which is going to be today's second part of the video. I hope you enjoyed today's video, and if you haven't subscribed already, I would truly appreciate it if you would. I received a 30% off from Adidas online, and the 30% was for if you purchase an item via their app, and 20% off if I purchased something via the online website. So I knew that I wanted a pair of trainers, so I went onto their website and I saw trainers that I liked, downloaded the app, and I went ahead and I purchased the trainers. So these are the trainers. I saw them and I was absolutely in love, and then never mind, and when I received them this morning, I thought, doesn't look exactly how I thought it would, how I imagined. I thought that the top bit just looked a bit funny. I think because the size is so small, they look like that. However, when I fitted them, they looked absolutely perfect and they were so comfortable. So I'm definitely keeping these. And I am going to tell you how much I purchased these shoes for. These shoes were originally £65 in the kids section and £90 in the adult section. I wear in between a 3 and a 4, so I decided I will purchase them in the kids section, and I eventually purchased the shoes or the trainers for £42.25. I know, that is exactly how I feel, and I'm just like, oh my goodness, I'm absolutely in love with these trainers. They're exactly what I needed, and I will be wearing these from now on for my hauls when I'm including trainers, because I don't have a lot of trainers, so that is why I definitely needed these, but I wanted them anyways for everyday just going, because I tend to be dressed in more loungewear now, so I definitely needed trainers. The only negative thing is right now in England it rains a lot of the time, so this is not rain proof. This is definitely not going to work for the rain, so I am still on the lookout for trainers. I'm hoping that I can get trainers that are made out of leather, so if you see any, please let me know. I would truly appreciate it. First item from Pretty Little Thing, 1 of 4, is these joggers. Bought them in a size medium, and boy, they look big, but I'm sure they'll fit. This is the color up close. Yeah, nothing to it. I'm not sure how much they cost because there's no prices here. I will link everything down below though, but they were very cheap actually, especially if you compare last week's haul, Lavish Alice, where the tracksuit bottoms were £60. That was their original retail price. These are probably original retail price 20-25 max, but the material is definitely not the same. This material isn't as good as the joggers from Lavish Alice, but for that much of a price difference, this is perfect. I bought a matching sweater. Is this a sweater? Same color, and it is also in a medium. Same thing, same material, same everything. Yeah, looks a bit big, but I was going for the baggy look anyways, so I'm hoping I can pull it off. The next item is just cycling shorts, but they are just so see-through, it's ridiculous. Like, oh, you can't even see it, but they're so see-through. I don't feel like this is any good. They were very cheap though, but yeah, I think you just need to wear 2 of these if would anyone do that? But I think for that price tag, you might as well just wear 2 because this is just too thin. But anyways, this is how they look like. I think I've got them in a 8. They are in an 8. Yeah. The next item is the crop hoodie. I bought it in an 8 or a small. It's a small because they said oversized and I didn't want to go oversize on oversize. Does that make sense? I wanted to pair this with the cycling shorts, but they are 2 completely different colors, so I don't think that will really match. But this is how it looks. I actually really like it. If it matches the joggers, I think that will look quite cool. We'll see. I wanted to quickly say, from when I started recording this video, the lighting was perfect. There was still light outside, therefore the lighting wasn't so dark. And now it's just got so much more darker, so you can't even see my face properly. So for the try on, you won't really see my face, you'll just see the whole look. If you do see my face, because of the angle that the camera is in and where my living room is positioned, you will actually either see my face or my shoes. I've specifically bought shoes for this look, so I'm just gonna adjust the camera so that you can see at least the shoes. So I do not mind that. I hope it's not too strange for you as well. But that's just what I have to do in this video. So this is the first look. I actually love how baggy and oversized the tracksuit is. I have absolutely no complaints. What do you think? Is it too oversized? I think it's fine. This is how it looks untucked, but I didn't like how it looked. Just felt like it was just, I don't know, just like shapeless. At least this way I can see a bit of more shape. Don't know if that makes sense, and I'm not sure if that's truly how it looks. You can tell me in the comment section, but I feel like it looks better like this. Yeah, what do you think? This is the first loungewear piece, which you can wear when you have to pop up somewhere as well. Just to quickly let you know that I won't be fitting this. This is how it looks. It's meant to be a more better match, but obviously this is how it looks together. I am not going to be fitting it. I'm going to send it back anyways. It's just too thin and you can really see everything. So I think you can also see my underwear if I was to fit it on. So I'm just not going to bother. But yeah. So this is the cropped hoodie. I'm absolutely in love with it. And I actually really like it with the joggers, although it's not a direct match. I think it's a better match than the other cycling shorts that were meant to be the same color. Yeah, I think the fit is nice as well. Don't think I would have liked it to be even any more longer. The top bit is longer than the front bit, as you can see. Yeah, I think I'm definitely keeping this. I really like how it looks and where it actually sits. What do you think? So for this part of the video, I'm going to be looking at my phone for the first few minutes because I'm trying to make sure that I'm letting you know exactly what happened and I'm not just making up different dates and times or exactly what happened. And then for the second section, I will let you know exactly how I feel. So I placed my order on the 3rd of November. On the 6th of November, I was actually meant to have my items delivered. However, Royal Mail had an issue, so they delivered the items on the 7th of November. On the 8th, I did the haul, realized that there was some pieces that were missing. On the 9th, I contacted them via that question mark that I showed you last time. It's on their website. So if you go to contact us or contact, it just tells you that you can either leave a message through that or you can email them. So I did that, and on the 11th of November, they responded. And they said that they will contact the warehouse and find out, because in the initial initial message, I had said that I received 3 out of 7 of the items that I had ordered, and I put on my order number. So their initial response was that they would check with the warehouse. They came back within a few minutes and they said that, okay, which garments were missing? Can they also have the item numbers? I sent them back the invoice, which had 3 items that were ticked that I received. So I let them know that the items that were ticked are the items that I actually received, and all the other items that weren't ticked are the items that were missing, basically. They then, while we were busy communicating, the communication was fairly straightforward. I'd respond, they'd respond within a few minutes. At the end, I asked if they could swap one of these trousers / joggers that I had bought, which were satin, from a size 10 to a size 8, because normally I'm a 10 in bottoms. However, the 10 in the joggers that I bought was just too big. So I decided that for the satin trousers, because they were a bit more formal, I wanted them to be more fitted. So I wanted an 8. Was just being cheeky, just seeing their response. And on the 12th, they sent me a response saying that that's... initially, they said that if I want to change the item, I need to do it through the returns portal, and then I had to email again and say, actually no, this is for the item that I haven't received. And at the end they said, okay, on the 12th they responded to say that is fine, they can change that item, but I'll have to wait for a week, for like up until this week, to receive those items, because they're waiting for their next delivery. So I wasn't sure if it meant that all of the items, the 4 items that were missing, I had to wait for all of the 4 items to be delivered after they get their next stock, because the items that I had ordered were finished or out of stock anyways, or they wanted me to wait for the week because they needed the satin trousers in the size 8 because I had ordered it in the 10. They didn't really explain that. Okay, firstly, if you want the order exactly as it is, we can deliver it tomorrow. Well, we can send it tomorrow. However, if you want to change to a size 8 because the size 8 is currently out of stock, you'd have to wait for our next delivery. And once we've got our next delivery, our next stock, we will send it to you. I'm not sure, they didn't make it clear, but I just left it at that. And on the 15th, I messaged them to the same email that we had been using, like to the same initial contacts. So I basically responded to just say, after thinking about it, I'd rather just cancel the order and get my money refunded to my account. And I never heard from them from that point. I waited, they say 48 hours, so I waited and nothing happened. So on the 18th, I went back to their website and I did this exactly same thing. I started the initial contacts again through that question mark on their system, and basically said I had been communicating with you guys in regards to my order. I had 3 items, I've got 4 items missing. I'd like a refund. The money that's meant to be refunded to me for the items that I didn't receive is 184. Because I think sometimes there was just miscommunication. So I was like, let me just be direct and let them know exactly how much they owe me, so no one gets confused as to why I'm not using the returns portal. So on the 19th, someone responded and they said, can I confirm the order number? The order number was on the dispatch notes, which I attached to that initial communication. So I'm not sure why I need to confirm it now, especially because the first time when I made contact, no one asked me to confirm the order number. And in the first contact as well, I just put on my order number, said there was 4 items missing from my order, and no one asked me to confirm the order number. They just said they'll ask the warehouse, can I give them, they just said they'll ask the warehouse. Now all of a sudden I need to confirm the order number. Anyways, I respond within 3 minutes and I give them the order number again, and from then they just keep quiet all day. This was about like 10-11 a.m. so the office, it's still within office hours, you know. And then on the 20th, so a day later, they respond to say they've now received their stock, and they can either send me the items with the size 8 that I've requested, or they can send it yesterday, which was the 20th. They can send me the items, or do I still want my money refunded? I respond within 20 minutes and I say I'd like my money refunded, and guess what? There was no response till now, till today. So that is what happened. After all of this communication, I basically went onto the returns portal and I returned the 3 items that I had actually purchased. Not actually really happy with their service, so I'd rather just return the items anyways. I returned it, and while I was returning it, I did click the items that I didn't receive, and I just put it on there that I'd like that refunded, and I've put on there that I haven't received the items, and I'm hoping that somehow something will happen from all of that, because I don't understand what is the big problem with me receiving my refund. Like, honestly, whenever I'm communicating with them in regards to getting the items, they're more than willing to help. But as soon as I say that I want my money refunded, no one's talking to me anymore. This is really uncalled for. For the amount of money you are spending in this shop, I should think they should have better customer service. A friend of mine did order from the shop, and she received all her items, and she obviously didn't have a problem. So to conclude, I think if you order from them, because their quality is good, if you do order from them, especially when they've got a sale, like they've got sale right now, I believe, but it doesn't include the Patricia Bright's collection, but they do have a sale right now. So I think if you do order and you've got no issues and you don't need to contact customer service, happy days. However, if you do need to contact customer service, it's just like mission impossible. Like, I really prefer just to call them up and speak to someone and know that your query has been dealt with at that time, rather than having to message someone early in the morning and no one responds to you the whole day and the whole day after. Like, that makes no sense for me, especially for this luxury brand that they're meant to be. Not necessarily luxury, but you know, like higher, upper class brand. I think I'd like better customer service, you know. If I'm spending £60 on a loungewear / luxury dress, I'd like to know that if something's gone wrong, I can speak to someone and have my query dealt with. And another thing that I just think it's just such a long process to get the money back. I shop at Pretty Little Thing, especially when I'm going to be going clubbing and I want a clubbing dress. I'll buy it at Pretty Little Thing. I'll normally wear it just at once time, so it makes perfect sense to spend as little as possible, and while making sure that the dress looks nice and I look stylish, and you know, for the night. So when I do, and some items I don't like, some items they give you the returns sticker straight away, and you can return it whenever. You don't need to contact no customer service, don't need to go onto any returns portal or nothing. Oh, something else that I almost forgot to tell you was the prices for returning items. Firstly, I'm not sure if I can find this quick enough. Okay. When you are making a purchase, and on the website they've stated that it's £4 to return something from the post office or Asda. Asda is the only place which you do not need a printer, so Asda is the most convenient if you don't have access to a printer, but you need to pay £4 for that service. The post office is also £4, but you do need a printer for the post office. And if you want to use DPD, it's going to be £7.60 to return, and if you're going to use UPS, it's going to be £5.05 to return. And to just say it again, for all other services you do need a printer. It's just the Asda service that you don't. And when I was returning the items that I already had, it was so easy. I went to Asda and you can just use the machine to scan everything, and it's just so straightforward. And once you've done that, you get an email letting you know that that's been sent through, and within 2 hours they sent me another email to say that the parcel had been collected from Asda, so it was in transit already. So I think that Asda service was really good, but you need to pay for it. So many different shops, you don't need to pay to return any items. So that is something to bear in mind. I hope that this was informative and I've answered all of your questions. If you do have any more questions, please send me a message, like put a message in the comment section and I will respond. And would I shop there again? I'm not sure. I really like the quality of their clothes, really liked their style. So I'm not really sure if I'd shop. Definitely wouldn't shop at full price if I've got nowhere special to go. But if like I had maybe wedding guest and it was like one of my close friends' wedding and I really wanted to look nice, or maybe for graduation, I would buy a dress full price there, because of course it's going to be the current season, it's going to be what is in, so I would spend that much money for a dress for a special occasion. But for me just shopping, because I shop all the time, I just wait for the sale. I'll just wait for the dress to go on sale and then I'll purchase it on a discount, and I'll just honestly just hope that I do not have to contact customer service again, because if I do, that would really put me off for good. I would never shop there again because it's just a hassle. Like honestly, it's unneeded. And yeah, so I hope this video was good and it answered all your questions. Thank you for watching. You have reached the end. I will see you next time. My name is Dawn and bye.